Good evening, people, wherever you guys may be. Listen, I'm like a conspiracy therapist or whatever, theorist. But I decided God put me on this earth, and I do not want Bill Gates or Dr. Fauci or Bucci, whatever the hell his name is, heck his name is, to be controlling my life. Most of you people are, I guess, Democrats or whatever. I can't vote because I'm a felon. I wished I could vote. I probably could vote if I go and try to get my rights straightened out in the state of Georgia where I live. But what's got me fed up is it gets me worried every day with this stupid-ass coronavirus. This coronavirus, sometimes I often wonder if it wasn't man-made, and sometimes I often wonder if China had anything to do with it at all. I do believe China did. I do believe that Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Barack Obama is all behind this. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Nancy Pelosi, Bill Gates, I have to say, they can't leave anything alone. They got to be God. They're not God. They have to understand that they are not God. And I'm getting sick and tired of what's going on in this country. I believe that Donald Trump and Mike Pence can pull us out of this. But the only way they're going to do it is they got to have the American people's help. I think there's a lot of black people out there, Hispanic people that know that Trump is not racist and that he is for them. He's helped them a long way. He's brought our economy, did a lot of work with our economy, gave us all jobs. We're making better money. We're happy. What sickens me the most is God gave us a world to live in, all of us, every single one of us. No man should own more than the next man. That's what my belief is. I believe that God gave us this whole world to share. There should be at least 10 acres, 20 acres per person worldwide. Not to have the greed that is in here. Millionaires and billionaires, they are so greedy, so selfish. Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden, they ain't got enough. They got to have more and more and more. Now they want to control the American people. Hell, they want to control worldwide. Are they not happy with what they have? Nancy Pelosi says, I don't hate. Don't tell me I hate because I don't hate. Well, why is she rebelling constantly against Donald Trump? Donald Trump is basically a self-made billionaire also. He didn't steal money from the American people to make himself rich. Nancy Pelosi, most of the senators have. And what are the American people doing? You're not doing nothing. You're sitting at home. You're afraid of this coronavirus. I believe that Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati, Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci, they're all behind this one world power. Are we going to stand here and let our government, World Health Order, the UK take control of this world? I don't want Satan in my life. I want Satan out of my life. God says we need to have courage to stand up for what's right. I believe, first of all, we need a civil war in this damn country. We need it immediately. We need to come together. If you want your freedom, the only way you're going to get it is stand together and take down our government. We need to do something. I'm sick and tired of seeing the fake news over and over again. I have several acquaintances that think I lost my mind, that, they believe in abortion and same-sex marriage. I don't believe in abortion. I believe that any child out there that is killed by abortion, I believe the doctor and the person who passed that law and the mother of that child or the father who decided to abort that child should be held responsible and punished by capital murder and sentenced to death immediately. I don't believe in same-sex marriage. I just don't believe in it. I wasn't brought up to believe in that. I believe what God says, thou shalt not kill. That kind of puzzles me. But at the same time, God wants you to defend your rights. We Americans have the freest country in the world, but we're not going to. I'd say by September, October, November election, if we allow Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden to have the mail-in votes only, there is not going to be any more free America. You will live by communism and socialism. You think Hitler was bad? You ain't seen nothing. And you know what? When it does happen, I'm not gonna let Bill Gates or this government chip me with no chip. There will be no tattoo on my forehead, my right hand. You are not going to chip me. You'll have to kill me first. I am not going to Satan. He is not my God and Father. God is my Father. God brought me into this world. My body belongs to God. My body doesn't belong to Satan. The rest of you people, that's your decision. But we need to do something, and we need to do it now. Trump can't stand alone and keep fighting this daggone government, the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci. He can't do it alone, and we ain't doing anything. We're running our mouths. That's all we do is run our daggone mouths, and then we insult Trump. We need to give that man the benefit of the doubt. Like his word he keeps saying is, what do you got to lose? We Americans need to wake up. And like I said, if I could vote, I would vote. My wife used to think I was crazy. A lot of my friends think I'm crazy. But please, people, we have to do something. We have to do it now. We don't have much time left. I believe this coronavirus was made up. Maybe China is telling the truth, that it is made in America. If you think about it, Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci, I'm sure Barack Obama, because if you go back to 2014, Barack Obama had a little story, and he said, or 2015, he said that by 2019, 5 years later, 2020, there will be an epidemic worldwide, and it will kill a lot of people. Now, Barack Obama said this in between 2014 and 2015. I don't think anybody is paying attention to the news when he said it. He said it on live television. Worldwide, probably. But nobody paid attention. Everybody kept, went on about their business because they don't care, as long as our government keeps drugs on the plate, keeps them stoned, legalizes marijuana. Do you know why the government legalized marijuana? Why? Because our government can take full control of a stoner, a pothead. He's stoned. They got more control over a person who's stoned and wants to smoke their dope. They got more control over people who want to drink. It's easier to control a drunk. It's easier to control a drug addict. But it ain't easy to control a straight person like me that's out of control and is not going to let them take my freedoms from me. Get away from the drugs and alcohol, the marijuana. Our government is manipulating every single stinking rotten one of you guys. None of you want to learn or listen. You got these daggone idiot truck drivers out here now, and I don't care if you know who I am. You are so disrespectful. You come off the exit ramp, you get on the interstate, and instead of staying in the right lane where you belong if your truck's slower than others, you get in the center lane, causing the driver that merged for you to have to get in the hammer lane to avoid an accident with you, because you are so disrespectful and inconsiderate. You don't care. People like that are going to let this world go to hell because you don't care. You don't care about nothing. You can't even wash your hands before you sit down at a buffet and a truck stop. You're ignorant. You sit there, and I'm going to tell you another thing. You really need to get into history books. There's one thing that's not in the history books at all, and I don't remember ever reading it, and don't sit there and tell me it's there, because it's not. I know for a fact it's not. I got a few friends from Africa that will tell you that it's not in any U.S. history book. We need to stop blaming black people. We need to stop calling them out a name. They are born the same way we are in our mother wombs. They are God's child. I'm God's child. They have every right to be on this earth as you and I do. I have a friend from Africa, and he told me a lot. The truth of the matter is, the white man never made a black man a slave. It was a prominent, rich, wealthy man, a black man, an African black man, that made his own people slaves. Then in turn, he turned around and sold his own people to rich, wealthy Europeans. that put these slaves on a boat and brought them to America. That's how slavery started. It is not in our history books. Our government has has more control over a population that is racist. We're rioting back and forth, black and white rioting. Our government can control a riot faster than they can control a black man and a white man, a Hispanic man, a Chinese man getting along in this country. We need to take our country back. We need to take our world back. This world belongs to God, not to Satan, not to Dr. Fauci, not to Bill Gates, not to Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden. They are Satanists. Now, y'all need to stand up and fight for what's right. This is our country. Donald Trump will stand his ground as long as we stand our ground and follow through with Donald Trump. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm a dropout of school, convicted felon. Dropped out in 9th grade, later passed 9th grade. All my friends think I'm a loser. Well, I don't care what my friends think anymore. I really don't give a crap. I don't care what my family thinks of me. But I'm telling you right now, we need to stand together and take America back. Disease or not, the flu and SARS has killed more people in 1 year than coronavirus has. The media is portraying a lot because they want one world power, one world health order, one world government. They want to, like this new stimulus. All you guys are worried about the new stimulus. You're going to only get $2,000 a month for the next year. Once they have you all set up on that $2,000 a month, that's where they're going to take full control of you. You will get $2,000 a month. You got $80,000 in the bank, that ain't your money no more. It's the government. Take that stimulus check and watch. You will lose your homes, your cars, your boats, whatever. Your kids' scholarships to go to school. You're going to lose it all because you trust in the American government. Our government is so corrupt, it's pitiful. Nancy Pelosi does not belong in office. She's been there long enough. Joe Biden had his turn to become a president. He screwed up. Barack Obama screwed up our economy so bad it's pitiful. And as for Jeb Bush or George Bush taking their sides, they're wrong for that. Give Donald Trump a chance. We gave you a daggone chance and you didn't do a damn thing except for start a war, steal all Saddam Hussein's gold and bring it to America. You stole from the Iraqi people and you got a lot of our soldiers killed. Let us have our country back. You guys are filthy rich. You're greedy, you're selfish, and you show me in the Bible where it says God says to take from all of us. None of you. This is not your land. This is God's land. We should be sharing it. It's sickening. I can't believe what goes on in this country. I'm just sick and tired of it. And if I could figure a way to talk to the president or whatever and see what's going on, we need to do something, and we need to do it now. We got till November to get it done. We need to have Trump behind us. We need to have Trump stand the ground for us. I believe Donald Trump can get us through this, but we need to not let Nancy Pelosi or Joe Biden have mail-in votes. Do not vote by mail-in. They'll show that it was all Democrats that won. No, it doesn't work that way. We need to go to the polls and stand there in line. I see people every single day standing in line for McDonald's and truck stops. I see everybody back and forth, no mask on, and that's including me. You know, my mistake. Maybe there is a disease out there. You know who's going to make me sick? The government's going to make me sick. That's who's making all of you sick. Prove to me about all those people that are supposed to be dead in New York, dead in California. You got all these corrupt governments that are doing executive orders. They have no right to do an executive order. That is a bunch of bullshit. They have no right. What the hell do we need a president for when we got all these governors with executive orders? Now, y'all need to stand behind Donald Trump. I believe there's a lot more Republicans than you think. And I believe there's a lot of Democrats out there that are too afraid to say anything. They want, if you want communism and socialism, then take your shit out of this country, because this country belongs to me and the arrested American people. This is our country, not the Democrats. I do not believe in abortion. Capital murder for a punishment. If a doctor aborts your baby, automatically charge him with capital murder and sentence him to death now. If the mother aborts her child, she's to be charged. You go out here and we arrest all these innocent white people for murder. Even if they did kill somebody, they get time. All these filthy rich people, look at Hulk Hogan's son that killed his best friend in a drunk driving accident. He didn't do no time. Look at a chick out there in Virginia. She was 18 years old. On her 18th birthday, she killed a Mountaineer driver by forcing him off the bridge, and he got killed in a tractor trailer. Her parents are filthy rich. She didn't get no time. What the hell is going on in this country? But I have a friend that's got a couple DUIs. He got 5 years in prison. Now, okay, what is wrong with this picture? I'm tired of this. I'm sick and tired of the rich getting away with murder. That's not fair. It's just sickening. It's time to put a stop to it. We need to defend Trump. We need to get off our lazy asses. Stop hiding like cowards. God says we need courage and our ground. But I don't see anybody with any courage. I see everybody trying to backstab Trump because they're afraid of the government, like truckers. I don't want to do a convoy. I don't want to shut down America. I'm afraid the cops are going to arrest me. I'm going to lose my job. The government's going to shoot me. Stop being afraid of them. They want you to be afraid. They're manipulating you. They're stealing from you. Look how much money Nancy Pelosi has stolen. Look how much money her husband has stolen. Did you know Nancy Pelosi knew about the coronavirus long before Trump did? Oh, but Nancy's got you believing that Trump is to blame of all this. No, you didn't go and check, did you? It's not fake news. Nancy Pelosi and several other people knew about the coronavirus going to happen. Barack Obama knew about it in 2014, 2015. They were already pre-planning it. Donald Trump was found not guilty in his impeachment. So they were rebelling again. They're not going to be happy as long as we got a Republican that's not afraid to stand up to what's right in this country. He can't do it alone. We Americans have to help. Black and white, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. Canadians, if you're going to come here, Indians, the people I work for, you need to stand your ground. If you don't like Trump, then I have to quit for you and you have to go back home. But this is my country. This country belongs to the American people. We're the ones that made this country. Our forefathers gave us freedom. The Constitution Bill of Rights talks about the Second Amendment. We're allowed to own guns. I don't have nothing against guns. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Common sense. Thank you and have a great evening. Goodbye.